preparing for work excellence. Listen to this. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail, said Benjamin Franklin. Again, one of the founding fathers of the United States. I have mentioned him before, quite a bit. Now I love these guys. I just love that there was such wells of knowledge. They must have done certain things in their inner selves to lead them to such significance that we still speak about to date. Anyhow, welcome, my lovely and amazing audience, such patient listeners. Thank you for hanging in until we returned to share with you the Hope Ignites Healing podcast. Your host, Dr. 𝗯cie𝗹𝗱𝗲𝗿. I will tell you, this is a space we speak everything holistic health and healing. And we are in the season where we're talking clean out. We are cleaning out our minds, our bodies, and our spaces for holistic health, and especially for healing. Now, we have been doing series on workplace health, and we are still on those. Today, this week, we are preparing for work excellence. So join me. I started at describing what is work excellence. It was kind of quite intriguing for me. So join me. Let's see what we got this week. So work excellence, in simple terms, it is a culture of consistency where there are significant results from meaningful and purpose-based work. And in such an environment, the inspiration comes from having a common purpose. And this purpose drives everything that these people do in the workplace. Of course, this by no doubt will give excellent and admirable results. And for me, I'm hearing holistic health. That's my target. That's our target in this space. That is what we are talking about. That's what we want to achieve to guarantee that even in the workplace, we are living in a lifestyle of full health. Now, as usual, I will start at story time. This time it's a simple illustration. Have you taken a flight? I'm sure you have, or if you haven't, at least you know that flights have flight attendants. So, have you heard about the oxygen mask rule? I'm sure it sounds familiar. You know what I'm going to talk about. So usually or always before takeoff, flight attendants will tell you something like this. If the cabin loses pressure, oxygen masks will fall from above. You are to place yours on yourself before trying to help others. I sound like them, don't I? I guess I do. And I know that for parents, this often seems ludicrous. Now, I will tell you that the reality is, if they do not support themselves first, they will not be in position to support their babies. If you do not support yourself, you're neither in position to support anybody else around you. Now, if you lose oxygen, of course, you cannot help others to get into safety, not even that little precious baby that could be seated on your knee. What is my lesson in all of this? How best can you fulfill yourself so that you are in position to serve or fill others in your work? Of course, in an effort to achieve excellence. I will tell you, it's often the case that we get up so early, soon or a little later than the alarm gets off, just in time to jump into the shower, get ourselves ready, run out of the house, pick a bite, run just in time to sit in the traffic, and then from the traffic into the office, hospital, shop, or wherever you find work, just in time to start serving the daily clients, scheduled or not. Right? Sounds familiar? But you and I surely will agree at this point that doing this for days and years on end will not guarantee consistency of significant results in the workplace, right? With such a morning routine, I foresee burnout, demotivation, and soon we'll be running out of that work to search for another that is probably more gentle on you, only to resume the cat race and start the run all over again. So here is the big question. How do we clean out failure in the workplace and increase chances of excellence at work and successful life in the workplace and in life generally? Now, I have read and learnt about this, that successful people have this one non-negotiable that guarantees them a successful day at work and, of course, life ahead. Do you want to hear it? I'm sure you do, just like I have been so eager to learn it for myself. And of course, I had to come and share with you, my lovely community. This is what successful people do. They maximize their morning. And by the way, majority of them is before 8 a.m. I kid you not. So brilliant people that have passed on ahead of us, like Benjamin Franklin, have summarized it in this way, that if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Now think about such a morning I just described. What guarantee do you have that you will succeed through the day? So my lessons on this journey of holistic health, I am here to share this with you, that there are simple things that you can tweak in your morning that will cause a 360-degree turn in the trajectory of your next hour, your day, your week, your month, and before you know it, your life. A predictor of holistic health. And now we are talking workplace health. As usual, I have summarized them into simple steps that I will split into two. Please look out for the next episode of this podcast to finish the last phase of the steps. So step 1, in the morning, maximize your mental powers. Of course, we always start here. And this means take moments to think, to stay in silence, to meditate. Some will add prayer time, spiritual nourishment. And I'm not talking about religious practices. I'm talking about that moment when you join and link with your innermost man, that spiritual man whom only you can touch. And when you build your mental muscle, you build every other muscle in your body. Step 2, while you build mental muscle, do not forget those daily affirmations. Now you see why I incorporate those weekly affirmations on this podcast, just to steer you on to share in the benefits that I have touched in my own life, and I'm yet to see more. So simply, daily, your mind waits for you to instruct it on what to do. Sadly, we simply run into the day and our mind catches on whatever is available to work with. But unfortunately, most of these are more negative than positive. Things like, the traffic is terrible. Sounds familiar? I am late. I am sleep deprived. I am sick. I am overwhelmed. I am broke. I am sad. And the list goes on, right? Now I will tell you this, that you can instruct your mind to focus on 2 to 5 simple things through the day. You do this through affirmations. Now, many think affirmations are nice feel-good words that you use to caress and massage your inner feelings. I will tell you today that affirmations are public announcements to your brain on what strategy for your life there is. And trust me, your brain will not miss reminding you when it sees opportunities that tag to those strategies. And step 3, see the future and your big why. Remember, we are still in the morning moments before you run out of your house. So while you affirm your brain, this leads you to visualize your future. And I'm not talking about just dreams, but as a possibility. When this is clear, your future, this will be the reason to your why and why you want to achieve that future. It will guide your targets for what you want to achieve in the day. Does it lead to that future that you saw in the morning? Now, I have finally known the meanings and the reasons why successful people focus on things like vision boards and setting goals. Now, these always seemed like cliche to me and nice feel-good words to say and do. That big why finally makes sense. That is your future, the one that you're working towards. And this guides your daily work and how you will achieve it, and the reason as to why your current work will lead you to that future. We are still in the morning routine. And step 4, reading. Reading is a guarantee for growth. The people that read grow. Now, from one of my favorite mentors, 𝗯cie𝗹𝗱𝗲𝗿, she explains keys to success, and she calls them the acronym KEY. That is, keep educating yourself. KEY. Now, I will tell you, great and successful people read. So read in the area of your why. This will empower your brain to build ideas that others have spent years researching. In the area of your great why, your work, and anything else that you have questions to in life. Listen, you do not need 1 hour to read. Do not plan for the 1 hour that you don't have or the day that you don't have. Simply use those simple 10 to 20 minutes to read. I will tell you, just 20 minutes a day gives you 100 minutes of reading in a week. That is if we're only considering Monday to Friday. And in a month, listen to this, we're talking 400 minutes. And in a year, we are speaking 4,800 minutes. And graphically, ladies and gentlemen, this is 3.5 days straight of doing nothing but reading. I will tell you, this is an encyclopedia in the area of your why. Now, when we return, we shall finish up the routine for the morning. But for now, I want to give you the affirmation that will guide you and start you on this journey. One of the ones that I will use for myself this week. So join me. Let's go. I definitely choose health for me. I am healthy. I am wiser. And I make choices that lead me to this. Today, I choose to serve me best. I am able to serve others to the best of my ability because I have served me fully. I am healthy and I am in charge of my health, not my doctor. I am in charge of my workplace health, not my employer. So, I make the choice to plan to excel in my workplace by starting on planning for me. The excellent means to the excellence at work. Any work that I put my hands to is to plan. I can do this and I will today. Well done. You have done amazingly well. Now let's start on this journey together. Remember, we are chasing after holistic health and healing. At the end of it, we shall be irrecognizable. So join me next week as we complete the tags to this routine. Your host, Dr. Lillian Kalisa, extremely proud of you and here to add the glow to medicine. Catch you next week. Bye-bye.